Hi, Thunderbirds, and welcome back. Today we're going to review the parts of an email. Last week we talked a little bit about digital etiquette and how it is to compose an email. We want to be able to use proper language and punctuation and all of the things that we would not typically use in a text message, right? We want it to be professional. We don't want to use abbreviations like LOL, right? We don't want to use those types of things because when you're writing an email to somebody, it's usually a professional letter that's going to be sent out. So if you want to explore a little, what you want to do is enter through your NISD portal and connect with the Gmail application icon. Go ahead and click that, and then you'll be able to see some of the things we're going to go over just now. As you can see, once you open up your email, you'll have this button with the plus sign. It says compose right here in the pink box. This is actually going to allow you to compose a new message. Anytime you need to send an email to someone, you want to go ahead and click compose, and automatically this box here is going to pop up. Once that box does pop up, you'll see that you will have to enter your recipient's name. Recipient will be the actual person that you're sending the email to, and then subject. The subject is super important because this is giving them a little description as to what the email is going to be about. As you can see here in the photo up top, the subject lines are going to be in a bold, dark color. Okay, so this one here from Linda Taylor, it says class invitation. And so it's kind of giving the recipient, right, the person that you're sending the email to, a description as to what the email is going to be about. I definitely love to have stuff with the subject line because it'll help me prioritize what I'm going to open, what can be open later, and what is super urgent. Okay. So always take a look at that subject line. And it's always important to actually put a subject because you want the recipient to actually open up your email. If it's blank, most likely I'm not going to open it. They didn't have time to put a subject, so I'm not going to have time to actually read that email. Now, underneath the compose box, you're going to see it says inbox. Inbox is actually all of the mail that's coming into you, right? So that's how you'll remember that inbox. It's coming into you. So stuff that is being sent to you through your email. If Mrs. Baldet sends you something, you'll see that my name will be listed here under the recipients that have been sending me emails. And then, of course, you will see my subject, right? It may say new class announcement or new assignment posted. So it's always good to kind of take a look at that stuff there. Now, there's a few other little things that may not be familiar. They don't have names on them. But however, if you do hover over most of the things in your G Suites, it's going to give you a little tag or a description. And I can just kind of give you an example. So if I click over this, you see how that little tag came out? It says add comment. Most of the things that don't have any description on it, this little tag will actually pop out. So as I hover over these on top, you'll see that it's telling me exactly what it is and what this tool does. So that's always a neat feature, I think. Now, this little circle here, just as you know that if you refresh, right, this is our refresh button. So if I were to click up here, this is actually going to refresh my actual web page, and it'll actually do the same in your inbox. So this is a universal sign to actually refresh or reload something. If you've had your email open throughout the day, you can kind of hit the refresh button and see if there's any new emails that have come to you in that period if you hadn't checked. Now, a good thing that Gmail does have is this search bar at the top, and it's actually a search bar, not to actually do a Google search, but it's going to be a search within your email. So anything that you're looking for, if something was sent to you months ago and you can't remember where it is or who sent it, you can actually click on this top button here, enter your search information such as You could put class invitation or new assignment, and then it'll actually populate all of those things that are listed under that. So that's always a good tool to use. I use it all the time, especially if I'm looking for a certain email that I can't find that maybe had been sent to me for quite some time. Now, going back to our actual inbox, right? Or our composed message, I'm sorry, rather. This is going to be the new message that's come up. This little blue circle that's down here is going to actually allow you to change the file or the style, the style of your font. So you would just click down on this little drop down box and you'll be able to choose from different fonts. You see here that the little emoji box is kind of squared off as well. So you can actually use emoticons and that will just give your email a little personality. You know, if I wanted to insert a little smiley face or just something to kind of make that email kind of pop. If you look here, if you had my class with me last year, they would call this the waffle, right? But I kind of try to go away from that because I don't want you to use that word waffle, right? I mean, I guess it's okay, but this is actually your application launcher. And I'd like you to use the correct terminology for that, just because that's what I'm going to be referring it as, okay? The correct name. So the application launcher. This is going to allow you to actually launch all of your Google applications. So everything that we use, such as Google Drive, Google Docs, Google Sheets, Google Drawings, even your Gmail, will all be found in this application launcher. And it's a really neat tool that Google's installed there. So this is kind of just a little preview of what your inbox would look like if we were to open it up and begin to compose a new email. All right, so in the next video, I'll show you guys how to actually compose and send and make sure that the recipient's name is correct, because if that recipient's name is not correct, the email will go into internet land and we will never know where it's at or who actually received it.